Welcome to the case law session in the chapter Operation Mismanagement for CA Final. And we had been covering a number of videos of different various topics in the CA Final and, of course, in CA Intro also. So, this video is dedicated to some important case laws with respect to O&M chapter, that is the Operation Mismanagement chapter, which has been frequently requested by students at large. This chapter is basically a case law oriented chapter. As you all know, practical questions is the only area where basically the institute asks. So you must master as number of case laws you can. And I have selected few case laws which is very important and referring to your previous question papers also. The first case we are going to discuss is Shanti Prasad Jain versus Kalinga Tubes Limited. In this case, the meaning of the term oppression is clearly been spelled out. The meaning is a visible departure from standards of fair dealing. So, what do you mean by a company is indulged in oppression? The meaning goes like this: the company has been doing its dealings in a way visible departure from the standards practices. So that is very clear that the accounts is not being filed by the company, the employees are not being remunerated well, the disclosures has been in trouble, the meetings is not conducted in a proper way. Maybe these anyone may be the reasons of the same. So what is the intention of this case law to be studied is the meaning of oppression is a visible departure from standards of fair dealing. The company is departing from the good dealings, departing from the usual way the company should basically perform. So this is a general case which you can quote whenever a question asked from this chapter O and M. Coming to the second case which I like to discuss is Mathur versus Mathur, in which case it has been discussed that an isolated act cannot constitute oppression. That means, for instance, one AGM you may not get notice, or in some particular document there not be a proper disclosure. These types of isolated acts, individual acts, we cannot constitute or we cannot consider that it is an oppression. Third case which I like to discuss is Palghat Exports Private Limited versus TB Chandran, which says that oppression should be a continuous one. In the previous cases, it has been spelled out that isolated acts cannot be constituted as O&M. So this case is a continuation of that case, which says an oppression should be continuous one. The members alleging that there is oppression in the company should prove to the law or to the court or the tribunal that the oppression is a continuous one and it is repeated in nature. Next one is Nagavrappa Krishna versus Andhra Bank Limited, which is a very clear case which says that mere apprehension is not a valid ground. What is apprehension? The shareholder or the members who allege that there is an oppression is apprehending or is expecting there may be an oppressive acts in the company, but actually not been happening. So what we want in law is actually the oppression acts should happen. Mere apprehension will not constitute a valid ground. Coming to the next one, Modern Furnitures Private Limited case, Furnishers Private Limited case, which says that termination of employees as part of management policy cannot be regarded as oppression. See, management is there at the good wisdom, or the board is at the good wisdom to do some management practices for the benefit of the company. In such a way, if the management has terminated few employees, we cannot conclude that in strict sense as oppression because it can be stated only as management decision. Suryanarayana versus Ramdas Motor Transport Company Limited. This is very important case that the tribunal or the court, as the case may be, can even give you remedies or relief on matters which you had not been pleaded upon in the petition. The shareholders can even get remedies. As you all know that the remedies and the relief is been listed out in the tribunal's order, but that order may include some relief which you had not been even pleaded or questioned. Pleading means questioned, or pleading means asked or seeked before the honorable forum. Margaret Desser versus Worldwide Agencies Private Limited is very important case law which the institute has asked. The legal representatives of deceased members can also seek relief by way of petition. That means if a shareholder or the member has deceased, unfortunately, if he lives with some legal heirs, even the legal representatives of such deceased member whose name is still in the register of members can even file a petition before the tribunal or the court. This is very important case which says that even majority can seek relief if minority is oppressing them. In Ramshankar Prasad's Sindri Iron Foundry Private Limited, what was the matter was usually the minority is the person who goes to the court or tribunal and alleges that majority is oppressing or mismanaging them or mismanaging the company. But in this case, it was a reverse angle where the majority went for relief, alleging that the minorities oppressing. The law is very clear. It does not say about who can file a petition, either majority or minority. The law only prescribes some 10% limit, or as you know that the law specifies some limit of the for qualifying being an applicant, proper applicant for the petition. It doesn't mean that the applicant should be a majority or minority part. So this case law is very important in the sense that even majority can seek relief under oppression mismanagement if they can prove that minority is oppressing them. And the last case which I like to discuss is Indo-Wind Energy Limited versus ICICI Bank Limited, in which case it was clearly stated that non-declaration of dividend cannot be considered as oppression. Again, this actually declaration of dividend, either to declare dividend or not, is a management policy decision or as part of the dividend policy, as part of the overall financial management of the company, and we cannot conclude that it is a mismanagement or oppression. So, declaring dividend and not paying that same is a different aspect. But here it is not at all declared. So, non-declaration of dividend cannot be considered as oppression, and that is outside the scope of O&M petition. Friends, these are the important case laws which I like to share with you. Since it's been requested by few students to take some, devote some few minutes for case laws. You can just write down this note, case laws, and you can apply that accordingly in your exam papers. So I wish you all, a very good thank you for watching my videos and encouraging me. Thank you.